And we're back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Hot Mic Show. Today we're talking about Antifa being labeled as a street gang, or at least potentially being labeled as a street gang. And we did a little history of street gangs on the left and how effective they've been at bringing totalitarianism to people and then murdering hundreds of millions of them. It's kind of what they do. What's been the response? What's been the response of your NRA? Well, the NRA has been aggressive in response to things like the violence on the left from Antifa. So let's have a first look at this very powerful statement that Dana Loesch made, and then following subsequent statements that she made. Here's NRA's own Dana Loesch.
They use their media to assassinate real news. They use their schools to teach children that their president is another Hitler. They use their movie stars and singers and comedy shows and award shows to repeat their narrative over and over again. And then they use their ex-president to endorse the resistance, all to make them march, make them protest, make them scream racism and sexism and xenophobia and homophobia, to smash windows, burn cars, shut down interstates and airports, bully and terrorize the law-abiding, until the only option left is for the police to do their jobs and stop the madness. And when that happens, they'll use it as an excuse for their outrage. The only way we stop this, the only way we save our country and our freedom, is to fight this violence of lies with the clenched fist of truth. I'm the National Rifle Association of America, and I'm freedom's safest place.
That's the NRA's own Dana Loesch. And Dana, I'm not speaking for Dana, I'm speaking for myself here. The only reason I'm here at this network is because the NRA has not only championed the Second Amendment for however long it's been around, 100+ years, it's also now the #1 champion of the First Amendment. Kind of funny how that works out, isn't it? Everybody's been saying during the history of this country that you don't have a First Amendment without the Second. Well, now we're defending both of those amendments. Here's another NRA star, that a person I admire very, very much, Antonia Okafor, talking about the accusations of violence against conservatives, when in point of fact, as always, it's the left that's doing the actual clubbing.
Your movement is just a guise for the radical progressive, or rather regressive left. It's not about empowering women, it's about enforcing an aggressive and radical left agenda. Because pro-gun women can look for empowerment elsewhere. And as a former leftist, I can personally attest that more of us are realizing the full extent of your lies and manipulation every day. I'm not buying it.
We are woke as hell.
Yeah. No, empowered women like me are not buying it any longer. And let me repeat what my friend Dana Loesch said. The only way we save our country and our freedom is to fight this violence of lies with the clenched fist of truth. That statement in that video that you demand the NRA take down immediately, what about it exactly are you condemning? Perhaps you should be condemning the violent left, those who don't represent me or my values.
You want to talk about empowered women? Those are two empowered women, and they are making a difference, ladies and gentlemen. It's your NRA at work making a difference, defending the Second Amendment and the First Amendment. And this is where the fight is. The fight is in the message. And of all the defenses of the First and Second Amendment I've ever heard, and the one that got, I think, really, really hit the nail right on the head, was the one delivered at CPAC, just this last CPAC, by NRA President Wayne LaPierre. This is, in a nutshell, the entire philosophy of fighting and standing up to these thugs and tyrants and fascists and murderers.
NRA members and gun owners helped put President Trump over the top. The left's message is absolutely clear. They want revenge. You've got to be punished. They say you're what's wrong with America, and now you've got to be purged. Maybe it's time these protesters took some advice from Barack Obama. The election has consequences, and we won. That's right. They called people fascists, yet they used the same brutal tactics that the fascists used in Europe in the 20s and the 30s. The leftist media is responsible for blowing the winds of violence as well. Think about it. It's bad enough when CNN openly fantasizes about what happens if the president-elect is assassinated before he takes the oath of office on Inauguration Day. When unelected, unaccountable judges can take that clear, unambiguous language and then twist it and pervert it to make it mean whatever they want, they might as well throw a Molotov cocktail at the U.S. Constitution. And make no mistake, if the violent left brings their terror to our communities, our neighborhoods, or into our homes, they will be met with the resolve and the strength and the full force of American freedom in the hands of the American people, and we will win because we are the majority in this country. Show them that we will not submit. We will not be intimidated. We will never surrender. Stand up, speak out, be bold, fight back, and stand with the NRA to defend the greatest expression of human freedom ever witnessed on the planet, the United States of America.
You got it, folks. So for those of you progressives out there on the far left who wonder why guys like me, conservatives like me, have an AR-15, the answer is I have an AR-15 to protect myself and my family from you. From you. Your NRA is going a long way to help with this, and your NRA membership counts an awful lot. And if you like the work I'm doing, you can go to BillWhittle.com, become a member too, and support that. Okay, so coming up tomorrow, I think we're going to have our very own Chuck Holton, who, by the way, is always where danger is at its worst. Chuck's going to be down in Miami. He's going to be covering the approach of Hurricane Irma, I think, to South Florida. Chuck is, again, a very brave individual, as you know if you've watched some of his segments before. Chuck's going to be right there in the middle of it. He's going to be showing us what's going on as the storm comes ashore. And if Chuck Holton is there, you can be assured you're going to get the kind of coverage you wouldn't get during, oh, I don't know, a CNN call-in or something like that. That's all coming at you tomorrow. We will see you tomorrow. I'm Bill Whittle. This is the Hot Mic Show on NRATV.